All right, guys. So no big activity in the market today. We only traded for half a day, and it looks like all three indexes were down. I know Tilray spiked up pretty good, and a couple other stocks, but for the most part, the market just took another hit today. So let's go take some subscriber requests. All right, guys. So next up, like I said, make sure you're putting your video ideas on this list right here, guys. This is in the community section. Just go to my channel, click on community, and find this card right here. Any video ideas you have, just throw them on the list, and I'm going to take them one at a time, okay? So I've already done PayPal versus Square, and the next one on the list was Fed the Realtor. So look, Fed the Realtor, he's commenting a lot, and he's getting a lot of his videos made. So good job, man. Just keep commenting a lot. And like I said, in my downtime, there's not going to be much going on over the next couple of days because the market's down and it's Black Friday. Most people are concentrating on that. So I have a great opportunity to work on some of these videos. So the next one is Micron Tech. Is it worth buying? That, again, is another subject I would love to talk about. And yeah, let's dive right into that. So let's start off here on tip ranks, guys, and look at the average price target on Micron. So it is based on 24 analyst ratings. It is still considered a moderate buy and has an average price target of $61 per share. On the high end, it's $90 a share. Average, like I said, $61 and as low as $32. Now, if you want my quick opinion, I think we're a little closer here to the low side than we certainly are the upside. So the price of flash and the price of DRAM has to get back to where we need it to be in order to see Micron's stock price really start to shoot up. But we are at a very investable level. Here we go. We've got analyst ratings and price targets right here. And as you can see, we'll just go down the line. Most all of these price targets, as a matter of fact, every single one of them are priced up considerably for where Micron closed at today. Really, like I said, what it really boils down to is just a matter of time and getting the price back on flash and DRAM. So, you know, a lot of good names in here, a lot of good investment firms: Barclays, Raymond James, KeyBank, Piper Jaffray, JP Morgan Chase, Cohen and Company, UBS. And like I said, most of them are either calling it a buy or a hold, okay, during this period of time. Let's take a more fundamental look at Micron. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, Micron is fundamentally great. Okay, it is a very, very fundamentally clean across the board company. Look at these mega low PE ratios: 3.16 trailing PE and a forward PE of 3.95. Okay, unfortunately, the 52-week change, it is down 26% on a 52-week scale. Profit margin, operating margin, return on assets, return on equity, all of them way, way, way up there. Now, this is only updated through October 30th of 2018, but still, that profit operating margin, you definitely want that kind of explosion in your portfolio. Even if you have to hold Micron for a while, I definitely suggest taking a position in the 30s. The short percent of float does not bother me. That's under 5%. The short percent of shares outstanding also does not bother me. That is also under 5%. Micron does not pay a dividend, guys, but they do have 37.5 quarterly revenue growth, and their quarterly earnings growth is 82.6%, which is fantastic. It just keeps really getting better from here. The total cash on hand is $6.8 billion, and the total debt is $4.64 billion. So, fundamentally, I love everything about Micron. Let's try to figure out why the stock price has got hit so hard over the past year. All right, guys, I've got the 1-year chart pulled up on Micron, and as you can see, a year ago it was trading in the $40 range, got up into the 50s and 60s, got up into the 60s a couple of times before it took this huge, massive runoff, and now it is down around its 52-week low, okay? And as a matter of fact, it got as low as $33 and $34 at one point. It has ticked back up, and now it's dropping again, I would say, with the overall market. So right here, guys, I found an article about Micron that can help us try to relate and understand the huge drop off in stock price. But the issue with Micron has been DRAM and NAND pricing. The analysts see NAND contract pricing falling in the mid-teens for the next 2 quarters, which he believes will mean a streak of 8 consecutive quarters of gross margin and EPS contraction for Micron. So the pain is likely not over for the chip makers. Like I said, even NVIDIA, AMD, and all the chip makers as a whole, the pain is probably not over yet. We're going to see more downside before we see the massive run up again. Well, since the company issued downward guidance for the current quarter, that is November 18, analyst estimates have been trending lower, okay? So if you are considering taking a position in Micron, just keep some of this stuff in mind, guys. So while estimates have come down, they may not fully reflect the most recent drop in pricing, meaning another guide down from the company at next month's report is highly possible. Management may also need to discuss its buyback strategy, which so far looks like it's losing on the stock price they got in. So I think Micron may be a good name to own once the dust settles, but we may need to start another quarter or two to reach that point. Guys, that's exactly how I feel about it. I don't feel like really the dust has settled yet. I think the chip sector abroad for most of these companies is going to continue to drop for a while. So let's talk about the strategy I took in my M1 Finance portfolio. So here a little while back, guys, I actually cut my position in NVIDIA in half and devoted half of that to ticker symbol USD. That is the Ultra Semiconductor Pro shares, okay, which houses shares of Micron. So right now, in this big drop-off, like I said, in a time of uncertainty, I would start building a position in USD because they do house Micron stock. So keep in mind, guys, if you do take a position in Micron, which I have on my personal level, not a huge position, but I have incrementally bought into Micron. But if you do take a raw position in Micron, just keep in mind the next couple of quarters still not anticipated as being very good. I think your better chances of benefiting from the sector as a whole, like I said, is to start building a position in USD. So Micron is 3% of this portfolio holding. So every time you buy a share of USD, 3% of those funds are invested in Micron stock. So you are getting some exposure to Micron without taking nearly the amount of risk. But you have other companies, help keeping the portfolio upright, like Intel, NVIDIA, Broadcom, and Texas Instruments. So that is my suggestion. That is the much safer route to go down. However, I do think Micron will make a comeback, but I still think we have 3 to 6 months to really see the lows in the stock. So anyways, that's all I got for today, guys. Thanks for watching the video, and have a great Black Friday.